Hello, welcome. Thank you for your subscriptions. Today we are going to see another one important question from second semester engineering physics for polytechnic examinations. The question we are going to see today is explain conductors, insulators and semiconductors on the basis of energy band diagram. First we are going to see about conductors. The materials which allow the passage of current through them are called conductors. That is, they are good conductors of electricity. We know the examples are metals. All metals are good conductors of electricity. Now we are going to explain on the basis of energy band diagram. The energy band diagram is shown in the figure. There is no energy gap. The valence band and the conduction band overlap. That is, the band occupied by the valence electron. Valence electrons means electrons in the outermost orbit of an electron are called valence electron, and the energy band occupied by the valence electrons are called valence band. And the conduction bands refers to the band occupied by the free electrons. That is, the electrons which come out of the orbit are called free electrons, and the band occupied by these free electrons are called conduction band. Here in case of conductors, the valence band and the conduction bands overlap. There is no energy gap. Therefore, a large amount of electrons are available for conduction, and hence these materials conduct very well. Only when there are electrons in the conduction band, that material will conduct. These metals have large amount of electrons in the conduction band, and so it conduct very well. And here we have the diagram. There is no energy gap. The VB refers to valence band and CB refers to conduction band. They overlap, and there are large number of electrons available for conduction, and hence these materials conduct electricity very easily. Next we are going to see about insulators. Materials which do not conduct electricity are called insulators. Example, wood, plastic. We know these materials do not conduct electricity. The reason is the energy band diagram is shown in the figure. There is a large energy gap, so no electrons can go to conduction band from valence band. So, only when there are electrons in the conduction band, that material will conduct. Here there are no electrons in the conduction band, so these materials do not conduct electricity. And here we have the diagram. There is a large energy gap between the valence band and the conduction band, so the electrons from valence band do not move to conduction band, so these materials do not conduct electricity. Next we are going to see about the semiconductors. Materials having conductivity in between conductors and insulators are called semiconductors. Example, silicon, germanium. That is, we have seen that conductors, they conduct very much, and these insulators, they do not conduct. But in case of these semiconductors, they have the conductivity value in between conductors and insulators. The examples are silicon and germanium. Here there is a small energy gap, so only a small energy is needed to move electron from valence band to conduction band, so it conducts small amount of electricity because there are only few electrons in the valence band itself, so it conducts small amount of electricity. The conductors of semiconductors increase with the increase in temperature. As the temperature increases, the conductivity of semiconductors also increases. We can now see the energy band diagram. Here we have the energy band diagram. There is a small gap, so the electrons from valence band can jump to conduction band with a small amount of energy. Hence these conductors, this type of conductors are called semiconductors. I hope you understand this question very well. If you have any doubts, please comment. Thank you for those all who have subscribed once more, and if you are new to this channel, kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you.